Okay, Melissa, maybe go back on the link because you're frozen, and I can't unfreeze you. So, oh, you can still hear me. Okay. Well, hopefully we can hear you. Say hi. We can hear you.
Hi, can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay. Okay, so what I wanted to do for this meeting tonight, on the challenge wall, I'd heard a few people, I'd seen a few people say they were going to get on, so I was hoping there was going to be more. But this is being recorded, so I'll get it uploaded and send it out to you guys in an email, and hopefully those participants in our team who were not able to get on will be able to jump on. So I just wanted to have this be a brief time where we can introduce ourselves, just kind of put some faces to players on our team. And when we do this call on a weekly basis, hopefully this night and this time works for everybody. So, Melissa, where you say you're almost ready for bed, well, I really want to keep these calls, like the longest would be 15 minutes. Again, it just depends how many people get on. So anyway, so I'm Suzanne Alexander, and I know Sue and you, Melissa. So I just kind of want to tell you briefly a little bit about my story, how I got really involved with this challenge, and even with taking my health into my own hands. So 3 years ago, oh, I can't believe it's been 3 years, but 3 years ago I had my first baby, and fell in love with him, and I was coming to that decision where I've been teaching for at that point 3 years, and I had to come to a decision of if I was going to go back to work. And I really didn't want to. I was having so much fun being home, being a mom, not working, and just having that flexible schedule. So, but what I was really depressed about was my health, and more specifically, my weight. I had never had trouble with my weight. My parents were healthy, thin people, and so I was just, I was looking at 7 months after my baby, and I had only lost 5 pounds. I was devastated. So I saw a friend losing weight with this program, and I was so excited. I was just like, tell me right now, like what you're doing. I need to know right now. So with my first baby, I lost 25 pounds in 7 weeks with him. And I was just so excited. But I thought that's where I wanted to be, and I discovered I want to go more. Like I want to lose more weight. Then I got pregnant with my second baby, but I wasn't as scared with that pregnancy because I had this secret, and I just talked to my coach and I said, okay, I'm pregnant. Can I still do this program? So we just modified this program where I could be successful gaining weight with a pregnancy, but not gain as much as I did the first time, like not eat for two, you know how they say that. And then with my second baby, I lost his baby weight probably in the same amount of time, 6 to 7 weeks, but I didn't have as much. And I lost more because I pushed myself to the goal that, I really wanted to be 125. And I thought, I'll never be that. That's just a dream. And I'm there and I love it, and maintaining is easy. And I've done 2 of these challenges and I absolutely love them. Like Sue, you wrote today, your favorite thing is the readings. You love the daily readings because it gets your mind in the game during the day, and it's a good way to be kind of accountable throughout your day to yourself. And then it's fun how you're posting on the team wall, and like Melissa, you say you drank your 100 ounces by noon. That's awesome. How much did you drink today total? Did you drink like 200 ounces today?
Almost. Well, yesterday I did drink 200 ounces, and then today I'm really close to 200.
That's fantastic. Wow. Were you doing that before? Before this challenge, were you drinking water?
No, I was drinking about, probably close to 75 ounces
a day. Which is still good. Like, what we say is, take your body weight and then divide that by 2, and that's kind of the minimum you should get. But where you guys are, like Melissa, you and I have kind of talked, and it sounds like you're excited about losing weight. Like that's the category you're participating in. where you're drinking 200 ounces of water a day, you're flushing out so much, like, it's kind of like cleaning your pipes, I would say, like when you're a plumber. You're just cleaning out so much stuff that your body's been holding on to. And now just think, your organs and your body and like everything is getting clean. Is that exciting?
It is.
Yeah. And you know, it's been your first week. Tell us a little bit. Well, first of all, introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit about what you're enjoying about your challenge this week.
Well, I am Melissa Whitman, and I know Suzanne from teaching with her. And we moved to Texas a little over 2 years ago. And I've been a stay-at-home mom since then. And I am just excited to get my butt back in gear because I've had 2 babies. And my oldest just turned 5. And I was just really frustrated because I weigh more now than when I went to deliver my youngest by about 20 pounds. And it's just really frustrating to me. And so I have found myself really just trying to be more conscious of what I'm eating and setting the good example for my girls because my oldest is a super picky eater. And so I want to just introduce her to more things, but I feel like I need to be doing that also, and just being more willing to try and open to try new things and be more healthy. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Turned out for you, like your first week of the challenge? Do you like kind of what you're seeing with yourself and your goals?
Yeah, I have just. I've kept up with my water intake all week. I started wearing a Fitbit and I've hit my 10,000 steps 3 days this week, which is amazing. And I've worked out every day except for Saturday and Sunday for the last almost 2 weeks now, which is huge because I hate working out. My husband is early for work, and so I have to do it before my girls get up. So I'm up at between 5 and 5:30 to work out every morning. But I've lost 2.5 pounds, and I'm feeling really good.
Okay, so you're finding a new energy. You love that you've lost 2.5 pounds this week, and you've worked out every day for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Which it sounds like you weren't doing that before. So that's a really fun success.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for introducing yourself. Just say your name one more time because Ada just joined us and I want her to catch your name.
I'm Melissa Whitman.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Ada.
Hi.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Just kind of tell us how you know me, how we know each other, and what you've enjoyed about your first week of the challenge.
Okay. My name is Sue Webb, and I've known Suzanne for a long, long time from Wenatchee, Washington, and I've always struggled with my weight. I have 5 kids, and I think I gained a little after every one, and so something I've always worked on and kind of gone up and down on, and I just thought we've been traveling a lot, so it's been really hard, and I just need something to get me back motivated and focused, and I really, really liked this week. Even though I haven't figured out the food plan while we're traveling so much, I've really been careful about what I ate and tried to walk every day, and drinking the water, and so just focusing on just those 3 things to me is a major big deal. So I'm excited about it.
Like you're on vacation right now, right?
Yes, and I'm excited because we'll be back home in 2 days, and I want to just see if I've lost any weight. I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, great job. It's hard to stick to, number 1, healthy eating when you're on vacation, and number 2, a schedule and a routine. So, as I've kind of been following on the team while you're posting
exactly
feedback, like I'm really quite pleased. You are doing a great job. She's frozen. Can you hear us?
Yeah. And this has just really helped me every day and do the best I can. So it's been good, really good.
Great. What's your favorite thing so far about the challenge?
Well, I really do love the readings because they just make me think about things that I haven't thought about for quite a long time. And I can't say I love drinking the water yet, but I'm working. But I know it's a good thing.
It will come, I promise. I remember feeling like, how am I supposed to
Yeah,
drink this much water? It'll come. Your body will
yeah,
soon crave it.
yeah, yeah. So I'm doing better every day, getting more. So that's good.
Well, and that's what I love about
But
it. Is,
yeah,
you know, it's a journey, and every day you just try to challenge yourself to, you know, go further in one area, whether it's exercise longer or drink more water. That's what's fun about this challenge is you get to do
yeah,
whatever you want.
yeah. That's what I like too. The flexibility of it. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thanks for being on.
You.
Okay, Ada, tell us about you.
Hi, everyone. Sue, I'm in Wenatchee too.
Oh, we're not there now. We're in Idaho, but
Okay, well, I'm here.
Good.
Suzanne and I grew up together here. We went to high school together, and we haven't seen each other in like since we graduated. So,
like 20 years.
and I,
Serious.
yeah, I mean, so long, so long. So it's great to see you. On camera. Miss the 10-year reunion, but la la la. Yeah, where am I at here? Yeah, that's how we know each other. I just came in from.
What you like about your challenge this week? What
Okay.
what you notice has been a bit of like a kind of a shift for you just this week that you're enjoying?
Yeah, definitely the water focus is a huge change, and I know I've made comments about that because I'm definitely a person that would have like, oh, maybe did I have a glass of water today? Maybe, you know, amidst the tea or the coffee or something. And so I've been really intentional about it. I've been drinking like 2 pint glasses like right in the morning. And I really feel that like I feel the change in my capacity. Like before it feels like, oh, I'm lugging this down, and it feels I almost like hate doing this, drinking water, oddly enough. But now it feels like, oh my gosh, I can feel that this is getting easier. So that feels nice. And I can feel the difference like in my skin and just the way my body's functioning. I think I have more energy because of that.
Yeah.
So the energy's been a bit like this, but I think that that's natural because I'm also eating a bit differently. And so I know that that's the case. I also, what I'm appreciating about the challenge so far is on the mental side, like my mental food coping skills. I've kind of used the platform as a way, like if I'm feeling like that's an emotional or like I want to distract myself with food or whatever it is, even though like I'm cutting out certain things that are what I would typically go for, but it doesn't take away the fact that I still might want to emotionally cope with food.
Right.
And so the site's been nice because I can kind of go, oh, I'm just going to read one of those things, or I'll just go tick off one of the point things. And that's been a nice diversion for me, actually, because in a moment when I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of go, I look at it and then I feel more calm, and so I can feel that like I'm practicing habits thing. So I know that they're using that a lot. It's just been very in the front of my mind, and I feel very committed to it. I've been really like last night I didn't move all day. I was like working on the computer the whole freaking day, and I'm rocking the Fitbit too.
Yay!
And I've been finding that really nice because the 10,000 steps is something that, it's something that feels like, oh gosh, that's a really it's a stretch actually, because if you sat the whole day, you cannot even pass the first dot. And then to get the rest of those steps, it's like a lot. So last night it was like 10:30 at night, and I hadn't done anything, and I'd eaten kind of late, and I wasn't going to work out. And so I ended up getting on the treadmill, and I just was like, I'm going to walk until this thing buzzes. And it was amazing. I was on there for like 80 minutes and I still, the
Whoa.
10,000 mark, I still didn't hit it. I was like 400 off or something. But it really showed me like, if you're not walking in the day, then you are not getting hardly any of the steps.
Any extra? Yeah.
Yeah. Like you
How
really,
fun.
it shows me the days before if I would have days like that where I kind of like worked the whole day at the computer. And if I didn't do something active, then I really wasn't, you can
Did you kind
be
of have a
less than
sense of like something's missing? Like something, I don't quite feel fulfilled. What am I missing today?
Yeah. So it was interesting. And I've been really just trying to embrace like a very positive mentality about movement. And so like a walk can be really fulfilling, and just enjoying a walk for a walk. And then I'm kind of doing those T25 things just to sweat a little bit more. And so I think as the challenge goes, I'll amp it up more. But right now it's nice to start kind of like.
I think that's a great start. You don't want to shock your body too much.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you've had a great week with that. Good job.
Thank you.
Water, exercise, everybody. I'm so impressed. I'm so pleased. You know, and I like what you said, Ada, about how you just feel like really in control kind of with your mental, and you're noticing the emotional connection you have to food. And when I first started my journey with my health, I was not honest about how much I turned to food out of my emotions. And it was crazy. But I want to keep this short for you guys, but I would challenge you to do one thing, and it is a healthy tip, and it is actually a healthy way to help you as you're trying to reach your goals. So Ada said last night, oh, I ate kind of late. It was 10:30. That's actually really good. You know, what I tell my clients and anyone that I'm helping when they're doing my program is eat 6 times a day, and your very last meal should be, you know, protein and carbs. So it could be like a string cheese and an apple, or cottage cheese and vegetables, or cottage cheese and fruit. And you want to eat it within 1 hour of going to bed. So if I go to bed at 10:30, then I want to have that last meal between 9:30 and 10:30. And a lot of people think, oh no, I'm going to get fat if I eat before I go to bed. That's what I thought. But when you do it in a healthy way with good protein and low carbs, then it actually, that's the best time of day to eat that meal, because your body's going to be in a very peaceful, restful state, and that's when your metabolism is working the best, the most efficient. And so that would be my healthy tip to you, is if you're not getting your last fueling right before bed, do it. See if you notice a difference. And congratulations with all your water. That makes me so happy. We all have struggles with it first, feeling like I feel like I'm drowning myself with water. But, you know, like Sue and Ada, you mentioned, like, it is getting easier. So, you know, soon that's all your body will want is water. And like Melissa, you just can't get enough. She's almost at 200 today.
That's wild.
So, that's crazy. But like I said, you know, when you wake up, your body's going to crave it. When you're hungry, that's the first thing you're going to want to turn to. So, you know, you've had your first week, and it sounds like you've had some positive changes, and it's really fun to hear your guys' shift, whether it's mental or physical or both. So, you know, go on the team wall tonight and share kind of your thoughts of what you thought about this Zoom. And if you thought it was lame, say you thought it was lame, whatever. But I really like it, and let's try to see if we can get more people on next week. Maybe share one thing that you thought was helpful, whether you heard it from another team member, or you said, wow, when I was on the Zoom and I shared my thoughts about water, like it just really brought that to surface of how important that is to me, or something. So I'm going to go share on the team wall. Hope to see you guys share your thoughts about the Zoom. And if this time works for all of you, I'm just going to keep it Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. Well, 7 o'clock Pacific time. Does that work for you, Ada?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good.
Can I ask a quick question before we go? I know I asked it on the wall, but
Definitely.
what's your recommendation with like weighing ourselves or keeping track of that? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something we post or I don't know?
Yeah. I would honestly say do not weigh yourself every day. You will go crazy. The scale lies to you. It is not honest of what is really happening. I mean, it's one tool to use to measure your success. So often what I say is measure your inches. Be closely aware of what your clothes are doing, even jewelry. There was a time that I couldn't fit my wedding ring on my finger. I was so fat. And the day I could put it on, I just about cried. So just things like that. Weigh yourself once a week.
Okay.
And you don't have to post it on our team wall if you don't want to. But if you're really excited about it, if you're like, oh my gosh, I lost 3 pounds in 7 days, that's definitely something we're celebrating on the team wall, don't you think? So you don't have to post your weigh-in on the team wall. If you're really excited about it, post it. But just weigh yourself once a week. I promise, from experience, if you weigh yourself every day, when you get obsessed with it, your mind and your body they stop. They reach a plateau. So I would say don't do that.
Do you recommend weighing yourself?
Yeah, because it's fun. It's fun to see that. And if you don't see the number on the scale move, that's why I always tell people I work with, do your inches. Because I've had weeks, maybe 2 weeks, where that number on the scale didn't move, but my clothes were getting so big. And my body was melting inches. So especially where you're starting to work out, the scale may not be accurate because you're going to be building muscle. So you could weigh the same number for a couple weeks, but it could, instead of it being fat, it could just be muscle mass. So anyway, if you want more tips, I'm going to post a fun little link, if I can get it to work, on the website about fuelings that if you're not doing the program that I coach, that doesn't matter, but I'll post some carbohydrate, some carbs and protein snacks and fuelings you can use if you feel like, I don't know what to be doing 6 times a day. I'll give you guys some tips and some ideas. And if you guys find stuff, share them on the wall. If you have your favorite meals, then share it. The team wants to know. So,
Melissa, where are you, Melissa?
I am in Austin, Texas.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah, she's in
What was your connection?
I taught with Suzanne in Salt Lake.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's fun how you can know so many people, like, all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
So,
on.
okay, are there any other questions you guys have that I can help you with?
No, it's been great.
No?
Thanks.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. How do I get it?